So as it tends to happen, it's already another month and we have another full moon coming up next week and a new moon coming up in the middle of this month. This time the full moon is in Virgo. Plus we have a new moon in Aries on March 21st. So there's a lot to unpack when it comes to your monthly tarot readings. And so because this full moon in Virgo makes it a really great time for cleansing, for detoxing, and the new moon in Aries brings about all these powerful changes, a really great time for transitions and manifesting, especially because this new moon in Aries on March 21st is on the equinox as well. So this is definitely a time for rebirth, renewals, and resetting, restarting. So that's why in today's video, I'm gonna cover your monthly tarot reading and how the full moon in Virgo and the new moon in Aries will affect you this month. So I have 3 readings for you to choose from, and you'll definitely want to stay all the way to the end because with this full moon energy and this new moon energy, I have a feeling that these readings are just going to get better and better as we go on. But before we get into your readings, let's talk about why this full moon in Virgo is a pivotal time for you. So this makes it a great time for discerning, figuring out what's really important to you. Finding out how you can be of service to others, or if you even want to be of service to others. It's a really good time for looking at the details and seeing how you can simplify your life. And with this new moon in Aries on March 21st, especially because it's not just the beginning of spring, but it's also the beginning of the zodiac calendar. This makes space to create those transitions, especially if there's something that you have been working on for a long time. This is a way to kind of get you to pivot forward, to get you to move forward, get you that extra jump that you need in your life. So for your 3 readings this month, I have Peacock ore. So Peacock ore is a really beautiful stone for transitions. That's why I picked it. So transitions, really great to balance all of the chakras. This beautiful stone is iridescent. It's one of my favorites. It's got all these purple, teals, and gold colors in it. It's a really great stone. So that's for the first reading. For your next reading, I'm using orange calcite. This is a really beautiful stone for the sacral chakra. Really great stone for instilling feelings of confidence, safety, and security. And for the next reading, I'm using Lepidolite. So this is a really beautiful stone, really great stone for transition, for soothing, for letting go of patterns, really great for the third eye, but also the heart chakra. Anytime you see a pink stone, the pink stones are really great for that upper heart chakra, but also great for the crown chakra, to help with love and wisdom and your sense of higher purpose. So as always, I love hearing from you, so comment below. Let me know if you chose the Peacock or the orange calcite or the Lepidolite reading. So let's get into your Peacock ore reading. Peacock ore, again, a really beautiful stone for transformation, for transmuting negative energy, for balancing all of the chakras, helping you with feelings of peace and calm, and also to transmute the shadow stuff. So we are going to pull 5 cards for you. And so the first card is, what is the current energy? Oh, I saw that. How can your focus best serve you this month? How will this full moon in Virgo affect you? How will this new moon in Aries affect you? What transformations, what rebirthing is happening for you? And what is the guidance from source? Okay. So I peeked at a couple of those cards, and I am always excited when I get a reading that has a lot of information in there. So tarot readings aren't fortune telling, at least they're not for me. Tarot readings for me are a way to inform you so that you can find the best way to kind of move around. And if you're interested in learning how to read tarot, then you'll want to subscribe, because in the coming month I will be releasing some videos on how to read tarot, as well as I'm coming up with a workshop. So keep your eyes peeled out, and if you're not on my newsletter, this is a perfect time to get on my newsletter for that reason. So let's get into your reading. So I really want to talk about how this full moon in Virgo is going to affect you with this card. So the full moon in Virgo, as I said earlier, is all about discriminating and simplifying your life. So it's no surprise that here in this position we have the Four of Swords. This is a time to rest and recuperate. This is a time to really balance what is right for you, what is working and what isn't working. I want to talk about your current energy, and the current energy is this beautiful card of rebirth. I know it says death on there, but it also says rebirth. If you can see right over there, it says rebirth. So this is a really great time for you to really see what is beyond this transition, to see what is coming next. Sometimes we get so mired in the details and trying to get everything done, trying to do all the things, trying to study and like kind of find your own mix of magic and how this magic works in your life, or trying to make life do things for you. And it can bring about these feelings of feeling tired. It can bring about these feelings of feeling maybe even depressed or lethargic. But this new moon in Aries is all about moving to the next level. So what I'm really seeing for you is that you have to let things kind of die away. If you're going through a transition right now, which you probably are, especially if you picked this reading. I love how this works because the Peacock War is all about transitioning, transformation, and those kinds of things, kind of moving on to the next level. And I said next level, and I feel like there is a next level. I feel like there's a next step for you to take. I feel like there's something you've been waiting for that's been causing you anxiety, that's been giving you this feeling of maybe it's not going to happen, a feeling like, well, if it does happen, then how will I put all these things into place? And when is it going to happen? Like, I'm getting this big question about when will these things happen for you, but no, just know that it is time for you to really move on and move forward. There are some things you really have to let go of. There are some things you really have to lay to rest. Sometimes when we are in the process of materializing things, of manifesting things into our lives, we realize that we have to let go of what we previously thought it would look like, because we can hold on tightly to the way we expected things to be. And when we hold on to that plan that we had for ourselves, when we hold on to those ideas of how we think or when we think things are supposed to happen, we don't leave space for the universe to come in and deliver those things to us. Some of the best things that have happened in life that I have seen happen for me and I've seen happen for other clients is when they just let the fuck go. Like, just let it go. And it's really hard to do that, especially when you're on a time frame, especially when your bank account says something different. I'm not talking about doing something problematic for your life. I'm talking about letting go in the places that you cannot control things. There are certain things that we can control, and there are things that we know we cannot control. We have to let those things that we cannot control go so that the change can happen, so that that cycle can end, because once we release it, then we can let go of the anxiety. I do want to ask this guidance from source that we got here with this anxiety that might be coming up for you, this this feeling of like maybe it's not going to happen, or how is it going to happen? Let's ask a clarifier from source. What are the steps that you may need to take to help you relieve the anxiety? So I'm gonna ask for a couple of clarifiers, and I love these clarifiers that I got because I pulled 3 different clarifiers for you. And so the first clarifier that I pulled was a star. Really believe that miracles are possible. I feel like there is something in you that has really let go of the truth that you are always supported, that the universe is conspiring on your behalf, that it is possible to have what you want in life. Like, I feel like that is something that almost like this feeling of needing to fall back in love with the synchronicities in life and really start changing your mindset towards looking for those things. Really start looking for reasons to trust the universe. Really start looking for those small synchronicities. You have to start small, because if you don't start small, it's going to be hard for you to find a base point to jump off of. So this 9 of Cups is the wish card. This is a beautiful card, especially to get for a clarifier. So this card, she's jumping out of what she already has. She already has the safety and security, and then she's able to open up. I feel like Source is really asking you to start looking for those miracles, to believe the miracles are possible, and to use that as a basis, as a jumping point. I feel like this has a lot to do with healing your heart chakra. You may have been hurt in your emotions and love before, but the final guidance from Source is to allow yourself to transmute the shadow. You may have heard that you were too much. You may have heard that, you act too fast, or maybe you're moving too fast, and maybe somebody can't give you what you want because what you want is too fast. I want you to know that Source is sending a direct message to you, if you have heard this in your life, that it is okay, that you are safe, that things are going to happen, and they're going to happen better than what you could have expected. You just really have to let go of certain things that you cannot control. Allow yourself to transmute the shadow. If you haven't been doing shadow work, allow yourself to really do that. How can you do shadow work? Check out this video that I have on cord cutting. Really cutting the cords. Breath work is really helping you do that. Releasing what no longer serves you. I have a whole series on it. I'll link it in the description box below, and I'll also see if I can link it in this video somewhere. But that is the guidance from Source for you this month with the Peacock Aura reading.
Moving on to your next reading, which is the orange calcite reading. This stone is really great for the sacral chakra. Really great to help with any feelings of insecurity, feelings of not feeling stable, or maybe some rocky emotions. This stone is really great for that. So again, pulling 5 cards for you. We're going to see what is the current energy for this month. How can your focus best serve you this month? How will this full moon in Virgo affect you? How will this new moon in Aries help you bring along some transitions? And what is the guidance from Source? So let's see what we have here. All right, I want to talk about your current energy. So you might be here this month, especially have landed on this reading. And by the way, if you've landed on this reading and it isn't the month that I released it, please know that this reading is meant for you, because Source really can speak to us in so many ways. So if you've landed on this reading, whether it's the month that I'm recording it or not, please know that this is meant for you. You might be stuck in a decision-making time. That's where your focus is this month, regardless of what month it is for you. This month, you are trying to figure out what to do. You probably even Googled, like, what do I do with my life? Or what do I do with this decision? I have a choice to make. How can I make that choice? That is what your focus is on. Your current energy is on leaving something behind. Leaving something behind that no longer fits you, that no longer fills your cup. Leaving something behind because you are just done with it. This full moon in Virgo for you is, and I made that exhale noise because for you it is definitely about moving forward, and because you're tired of feeling taken advantage of. You're tired of feeling like your energy is drained. You're tired of feeling like your thoughts are drained. You're tired of working overtime with the thoughts. This new moon in Aries, though, is bringing about a sense of completion. I love how this works. So there's a sense of completion that's happening. There's a sense of groundedness and stability that's happening for you too. That happy family idea that you've had is available to you. That happy family idea that you've had of feeling safe and secure. Again, safety, security, feeling like your emotions are balanced. That is what is going to come about with this full moon. That is how the full moon is affecting you this month. So if you've been working towards feeling financially stable, if you've been working towards feeling secure in your family, in your work life, in your home life, whether you want a big happy family or not, this is the card of stability, of security, of having a network, or feeling rooted and grounded. You may have felt that you weren't rooted or grounded for a long time. And I'm saying a long time because it does feel like a long time. You may have felt like you have given too much of your energy, given too much of your resources, given too much of yourself out And it feels like this has something to do with work and family, although it could be something different, maybe business stuff, which work, but it does feel like there is a part of you that has felt stuck, especially in your thoughts, especially when it comes to your emotions and how those emotions play out for you on a day-to-day basis. This is something that's happening day to day, and you may even be stuck in like making decisions day to day and not knowing how to pivot, but it does feel like your energy has been that of overgiving and giving too much. Source wants you to give back to yourself. Source wants you to celebrate who you are as a person. Source wants you to know that it's safe to let go of the things that are draining you. There may be some guilt associated with that, like if you let that go, then how will somebody else feel? Even though it feels like you have been taken advantage of. And you may even feel there, I'm even getting a feeling of passive aggressiveness. If somebody isn't being passive aggressive with you, you might be the one that's passive aggressive. So maybe you're over giving, you're giving too much, and then you're like, I didn't want to give that anyways. And then so you start doing things, and they're like these micro things. I feel like they're not these big things, but maybe you start doing little things to kind of get back at the job, or get back at the one that you love, or get back at your whatever that sense of stability is, and maybe even get back at yourself. You might even you might even be getting back at yourself. You might be punishing yourself for the way things haven't worked out, especially if you're taking a long time to make a decision. So I do want to ask a clarifier about this current energy. And I want to ask a clarifier about your focus to see how your focus can best serve you. So how can you walk away from this thing? Make the choice, really make the choice to walk away from the thing. Really know that you cannot choose wrong. Really know that Source has your back. Your ship is coming in. When we leave things behind that no longer serves us, that's when we can make space. If you don't know how to do that, if you don't know how to let go of this one thing that you know is draining you, or if you feel like something is draining you and don't know what it is, start letting go of physical things. Really start letting go of those physical things. When you start letting go of physical things that you don't need anymore, clothes that doesn't fit you, Tupperware that doesn't work anymore, pots and pans that don't work anymore, books that you don't need anymore. When you start letting those things go, jewelry can be really highly charged, especially depending on who gave that to you or why you bought the jewelry in the first place. When you start letting that go, it makes room for other things. So this is the clarifier on your current energy. I also wanted to ask a clarifier on your focus. So if you're stuck with making a decision, how can you best move on and make that decision? Look at it from a different perspective. Really allow yourself to look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a new lens, and don't move until you're certain, and know that you have the ability to kind of let yourself off the hook. Here, this person is hanging upside down, but they could easily let themselves off the hook. Let yourself off the hook. If you can't make a choice, that's okay. Know that not making a choice is still a choice. And I also want to ask a clarifier about this full moon in Virgo, and how that's going to help you discern and make waves to change. Single it down. So you may be stuck thinking about all the things that are unfair and all the things that have happened. Really single it down. So here we have the Seven of Swords. This guy's like running away in the middle of the night. He's like, oh wait, but I need to go. And he's got all these thoughts and feelings associated with it. Whereas the Page of Swords brings about this clarity. The Page of Swords, here she is. These beautiful birds are singing like it's sunny and it's yellow. This is a power center. This is our solar plexus. This is our, sorry, I got really excited there. I might have to adjust the volume, but our solar plexus, this is our core, our center, our power. Really take the power back. Take the power back. Get your thoughts in line so that you can move forward. It is tight. It is a tight rope to walk. It is very difficult to leave behind the things that you know or have known for a while. But Source really wants you to know that it's time to really give back to yourself, to really make space so that these transitions can happen, so the safety, stability, and security, these people who want to celebrate you, these people who are really there for you are going to be able to do that if you can just make space for it. So if you're wondering, like, how do I make space for that? How do I know which of my chakras need to be aligned? And how do I even know if my chakras are out of balance? Then you'll want to sign up for the Chakra Balancing Breathwork Journey. It's a 9-session journey where I take you through breathwork and Reiki and tarot, and we do chakra balancing, and we find which exercises are best for your chakra blueprint. We all have our own sun scars. We all have our own memories of how things have happened in our life and how those affect our chakra. And the fact that the fire siren is going off right now is telling me that this is really important for you. So if you're watching this and this is your reading and all of this resonates with you, or some of it resonates with you, and you're like, how do I know when my chakras are out of alignment? Then again, you'll want to sign up for the Chakra Balancing Breathwork Journey. I'm taking on 2 clients for March for this breathwork journey. Sometimes this journey takes 9 weeks. Oftentimes it does take a little bit more, just because there's homework to do. We're going deep. Like, we're not doing surface level shit here. I'm not about surface level stuff. I'm getting down to the root of what is going on, the root of why this chakra is imbalanced, and what your triggers are, and what things can help you really manifest the life that you deserve, so that you can listen to your intuition, so that you can really trust yourself. You'll leave this journey with this overwhelming sense of knowing how to balance your own chakras, knowing when they're out of alignment, knowing what you need to do to get yourself back into alignment, so you don't have to depend on me the rest of your life. It's because balancing the chakras isn't just about essential oils or crystals, even though those things are great to have. It's more about self-awareness. It's more about knowing what your triggers are, knowing what your sun scars are, knowing how to process your feelings and emotions, to take yourself through that balancing journey so that you can feel grounded yet lighter at the same time. So details in the description box below. Moving on to the Lepidolite reading. Lepidolite is a really beautiful stone for transitions. It's a really soothing stone, helps you let go of patterns. Third eye chakra, heart chakra, and crown chakra are associated with this stone because it helps instill feelings of love and wisdom and your higher purpose. And these cards are already jumping out. So let's see what the month of March has in store for you, and how this full moon and new moon will affect you for your monthly tarot reading. So we are doing current energy. How can your focus best serve you this month? How will this full moon in Virgo affect you? How will this new moon in Aries affect you? What's the transition? What's the transformation? What's that rebirthing? And always asking for guidance from source. So let's see. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this reading. I am talking about transformation. I am talking about how source really helps to soothe and really helps you to find the best healing pathway for you. Everybody has a different way of healing. Everybody is in a different space at the same time, and we're all experiencing this together. This full moon in Virgo was all about looking at the details, right? As I said in the beginning of the video, to see how it works best for you. And Virgo signifies purity and cleanliness and the highest expression of love that you can have. And what higher expression of love is there than looking within, really looking at what matters to you, not paying attention to what matters to other people. What matters to you? What is important in your heart? What is your inner wisdom saying? Knowing that you already are whole and healed as it is. Often people see me because they want to really get to the root of what it is that's blocking their healing. And what we come to find out through our breathwork sessions, through the Reiki sessions, through the tarot readings, is that they already have all the answers that they need inside of them. It's just that there's stuff that's blocking them, stuff that's kind of getting in the way so that they can't trust their own intuition. And when clients work with me, they leave with this overwhelming feeling of knowing that they can trust themselves, knowing that they had the right answer all along, and they really leave with more confidence each and every time, especially clients that work with me on a consistent basis. If you're working with me on a consistent basis, you're going to get results. You're really going to get these results that really help you kind of propel yourself forward, to help you really trust your intuition. And then they don't need me anymore. And then they, see me less regularly. But that is what happens, because my job here as a breathwork teacher, as a Reiki master, as an aromatherapist, as a restorative yoga teacher, is to help people find their way to understand that they have the answers that they need inside of them. That is how this full moon in Virgo is affecting you this month. Really asking you to go within, really asking you to listen to your heart, listen to your soul, really listen. Like, it is a lot of quiet time for you this month. This month is all about quiet time, so that when this new moon comes, you can find this renewed strength that's available to you, that's always been available. You can find this form of transforming, these powerful changes that are available to you. You can really find this sense of renewal, and you're so close to transforming things. You're so close to shifting things. You're so close and on the cusp of moving towards and realizing your limitless potential. This is the guidance from Source. Realize your limitless potential. Realize who you are at your core. Realize that you are worthy of transitions. Realize that all these new ideas that you have coming into your life, this new way of thinking is a really great thing for you. So your current energy is on looking at things in a new way, really reassessing your thoughts, reassessing how you're working. This is your this is your focus. This is your current energy, and really allowing and really understanding, like, how are you working with other people? What in your network needs to change? What in your systems and your structures need to change? What are those details that are working for you, and how do those need to change for you? So when you ask open-ended questions like, how can this work? Instead of, why isn't it working? Or how can I do this differently, instead of, what did I do wrong? When you ask questions like, how can I, how will I make this work? That is what opens up the mind to really find those ideas for you, to get your mind spinning. And that is what you are currently that is what your current energy is focused on, because you already have all those answers that you need inside of you. They've always been inside of you. That strength, that quiet determination, that has always been inside of you too. It's now just time to unlock that. So I do want to ask, what are the next steps that you can take to unlock this limitless potential that's available to you? What are the next steps that you can take, because you're so close to this breakthrough? So what are the steps to take to unlock this unlimited potential? So really take hold of your thoughts. Really start organizing your thoughts. Really allow yourself to get things in order. If you are thinking of moving forward in some way, because it feels like you are, if you are thinking about restructuring, really get things in order, write them down, get them on a spreadsheet, get them on a calendar, like really organize the thoughts. And this is how you can allow yourself to start making those steps to move forward. And I also wanted to ask, what is going to help you do that? Getting grounded. So not only are you going to need to go inside, you're going to have to get grounded so that you can go inside, so that you can allow yourself to open up your heart. When we get grounded, a lot of people don't want to get grounded, especially in the spiritual community. At least that's what I found, because they feel like getting grounded closes their crown chakra, but that is so far beyond the truth. Getting grounded gives you the structure and stability so that you can open up your heart, so that you can open up everything. When you balance your chakras, it isn't just about focusing on one chakra. It's about focusing on all of the chakras and how those chakras relate to each other, and how maybe some of those chakras might be stealing energy or taking energy or draining energy from the other. And I do want to ask, what steps can you take to allow yourself to fall into that strength? Again, this feeling of safety and security, of stability. Know that it is safe to express your strength. Know that it is safe to express yourself when the time is right. It's all about timing for you. It's all about timing for you. It's all about holding what you have, your strength, your stability, your security, holding that inside of you and knowing that you are capable and nurturing yourself, really taking care of yourself, really being sure not to overdo it and not to overextend yourself and not to really take everybody else's input into your input. Set those structures and stability and set those structures for yourself so that you can set yourself up for success. So you can set yourself up to move beyond those perceived limitations, to really release what no longer serves you. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, well, that's good and well. How do I trust my intuition? How do I trust the universe? That's why your next step is to watch this video on trusting the universe. In that video, I give you examples of what it looks like in real time to trust the universe and how you can follow your intuition. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.